just finish off now. Let's minimize this by adding our new functions to our main program, and then finish off the main program as we did in the previous one. So I need anagram7 open. Do I have that? Doesn't look like it. So let me see if I can open anagram7. So anagram7 was the version before we decided to deal with the user requirements. So let's first of all copy our files into, well, first of all, let's call this anagram 8 and version 2. I'll save as anagram 8, sorry, method 2, not version 2. So this is a SQL version. And let's start placing the functions in there. Now what I can do, because all of the functions are differently named, I change them all. I'm going to copy all of them from here and I'm going to paste them in a logical position after the show high scores, which was the previous database that we played with. I'm going to paste them in there. So now they're available to my program. I'm going to close this down. So again, let's take a look. We are here in get registered user. So we need to create that function. I don't think we've got it already. Get registered user, okay. So we need to write that function. Oh, here it is. At the moment, all we did was say it was Joe, so we got the name Joe and returned it so that the program would run. But this time we need to actually get some details from the person. So name equals get word, and we need the message in there of please enter your username, and we're going to remember this name, and because we're still going to return that, we need the name so that they can play the game, but we don't need to pull anything out from the database, to be honest. Then we need to get the password from the user, which equals get word please enter your password. Now once we've got the name and the password, this is where we need to call our database. And I've got to be a little bit careful here because I'm not seeing where I am initializing my database. So there is a chance that it might not exist and I'm going to have an error. So I need to call this get user with the name and the password, and it's going to return either a true or a false. So valid equals get user name password, and what I'm going to do is say that, why have I done that? That's silly. What I'm going to do is say if valid, well actually if not valid, So in other words, if this is false, then I'm going to set name to be the empty string. So it's going to return the empty string, and that means it's going to keep running this loop until I get a registered user. So that job is done. One thing I'm going to do is just here in the main program, init user database. Is that what I called it? Init user database, just to make sure we have a database when we start the program. Not very well positioned. I should put that into a function, but for the time being I'm just going to leave it like that, so because this is well beyond getting marks or worrying about things for the exam or the project. As long as this works, I'll have shown you that we can use our own version of a text file and a SQL version. Now again, we've got the position whereby we can add a user. So we've got an extra menu option here. Print for add new user. So that's going to be 5, and I'm going to put my 5th one in there, and I'm going to change my message, enter 1 to 5. Now I'm going to handle that choice here with another elif statement. So let me just copy that, paste that in there. Elif choice equals 4, which is add user. I'm going to choose my function, which is add new user. But to add the new user, I need to get a name and password from them. So I'm just going to put that little function in here. Def get new user details, and it's going to be the same as I did before, where I just asked them for their name, being get word, please enter your name, and a password, get the word, please enter a password, and then once I've got those two details, I can call this add user with the name and the password. So that should add a new user to the database, but I need to manage that in my selection. Where have I got it? Losing my place in the program now. Here we go. So choice number 4 is going to be get user details. So that's going to ask for a username, a password, and it's going to add it to the database. I think we are sort of finished and ready to test this. So I'm going to save the program, then run it, and let's just check out the various things. So please enter your username. Let's say that I'm the well, let's do a bad one. I know admin doesn't exist with a capital A, and password, I'm going to type password, and it's asking me for the username again. Brilliant, that's what I want. So admin and the correct password. Just notice I haven't got a semicolon there. It's a bit annoying, but we can fix that later. Let me in, and that should let me into the program, and I should see the main menu. Brilliant. So I can play the game and get a high score. This says please enter a selection 1 to 5. Press enter. Good. So the only new thing that I need to play around with is add a new user. So I'm going to choose 4. Get user details is not defined. So what mistake did I do there? Get user details is fine there. What did I call it up here? Get new user details. So let's check that one out again. So I've saved it. I'm going to run it. Let's close this down. Oh, while I'm here, I'm going to just change that annoying part there. That didn't have that colon on. Right, let's run the program. Let's go. Same thing. Let's type admin. Correct password. Let me in. So this shouldn't work because I've got a capital A. Excellent. So let's type lowercase a and let me in. Should get in. Perfect. We're on to number 4. Add new user. Please enter your name. We had Jill and secret last time, so let's have Fred and horse for the password. There we go. Brilliant. Brings me back to the new menu. But I now am playing as who? I am still the admin. So if I play the game, I'm expecting, although I've just added Fred to the file, Fred is not logged in. Admin is the person logged in. Be nice to know who was logged in. Descramble this word. Coding. There we go. And press enter. I'm going to call it blah, so it's incorrect. Excellent. Show the high score table. Now, we've got a problem here because I didn't score enough points for admin to get on the high score table. So let's play the game again and make sure admin gets there. So this is horse. Coding. Okay, that's more than 9. So now if I type blah, out there, 3 show the high score table. And there we are right at the bottom. Admin logged in. I scored 11. So if I now quit the game and then log in as Fred with horse, we'll see if that works and we'll make him score some points. So 5, quit the game. Thanks for playing. So run the game again. So I'm going to be Fred and the password is going to be horse. I'm in. So let's play the game. Sequence. Saddle. Saddle again. Coding. Coding again. Coding again. Horse. I must be near the top of the table by now. Saddle. Blah. Let's see the high score table. Fred should be at the top. Oh, he didn't score enough points. Just came in second, but we lost admin off the bottom. So, to be honest, the program's working fine. All the menu options seem to work. We can add words to the file. We might as well just check that out again, but to see that we would need to click on the words.txt. So let's add a word, make sure the program is still working for that. So that was menu option number 2. Fantastic. Back to the main menu, check the words file. There we go, we've got fantastic. So we've done play the game, add the words, show high score, new user, and obviously quit. Our program is working. We just need to go over and tidy it all up. And some of the coding could do with tidying as well, but I'm not even going to go there with that one. You've had far too much of me talking and going through the coding. But what we've got here with accompanying documentation such as your pseudocode, your analysis, which I've been speaking through all the time, your evaluation and your test plan and the tests, this would be what I would call an A grade or a 9 project. And you can work out yourself just where you are on that scale. Did you do a project that was worth a 9? Would you expect a 9 from your project? What would you do to actually get your project up to a 9? And remember, none of this could have been done before, so I couldn't have shown you all of this beforehand because that would just be called cheating, because you just copy and paste my code. So, the next video, or the only video I've got, or videos, plural, I've got left in the series is to deal with something called scope. And once we've done that, then this set of work is done and it's back to revision with just theory techniques.